It's Ricky Rich with Black Primacy with a quick question. Have you downloaded the Black Primacy app yet? If you haven't, don't worry about it. I just wanted to remind you that it is the number one way to find black owned businesses near you. Whether you're looking for food, fashion, or services, we've got you covered on this app. So download it now and start supporting black owned businesses in your area today. All right? Link in the description.
When you signed that big deal with quality control,
Yeah.
what was the first thing that you did? You got your first meal.
I blew that check in a week.
What? How much was it?
Like 1.3, I think.
In a week?
Yeah.
What the hell you buy? New York City?
Man, the second I got that, I never forget, I was in my mom's house. And we lived in that same house my entire life. And I had two of the homies, they was living in, I had this real small room. And I remember I signed a deal, but it took like almost 3 weeks for the check to clear.
Okay.
So every day I woke up, I checked my bank account. Woke up, not there. Woke up, not there. Woke up, not there. One day I woke up. A motherfucker was in there. Man, I was screaming, I was jumping. I was like, what the fuck? I'm rich, I'm rich. I went straight to Mercedes. Fuck you talking about? G-Wagon. I need that, right? I was like, damn, I can't be G-Wagon. Mama ain't got no car. Okay, Range Rover. You know what I'm saying? Penthouse. Grandma need a car? You know what I'm saying? Gucci. I need everything in this bitch, every color. I was going crazy. I was 18. I that money up so quick.
Hold up. So you look at like, hold on. I just had 1.3 and now I just got the 3.
I didn't think about it. It was just gone. And I never looked. Bro, it took years for me to look at my bank account. I was making so much. And also I was so hot. I was making so much money. Like I spent $1 million in a week, but like I probably made it back in the next 2 weeks. Like I was making so much money and I didn't even have a password to my bank account. If I started at 18, I probably didn't have a password to my bank account until I was like 24.
Damn.
Yeah, my mom just marketed. My mom was my business manager and she checked it, but I never checked my bank account. My cards never declined. I did what the fuck I wanted. I didn't give a fuck. I woke up for like buying a Bentley. I went and bought that Bentley. It was crazy, bro. It didn't really make any sense the way I was living. It was insane. So yeah, I spent that money in a week.
So what would you say? What was the worst purchase you made? What was the best thing that you did once you got some money?
I think it's all stupid. You know, you only go to one place at one time when you need so many cars for. You know, right now I got like 13 cars. For what?
Yeah.
No, I think it's stupid.
Downsize, get 2 or 3. Downsize it, Yachty. Like you just said, you can only drive one.
I like cars.
I know.
I think it's all a stupid obsession. You know, even watches. Why do we have so many watches?
No, that's it. Now you talking about you. I see that thing over there.
Oh, you this little, you know, but why? Why do we need so many Pateks? You know, why do we have
that's an overworked there. I mean, you got that.
But why do we need so many? I don't even look at this for time. You know, like
no, you let people know your time valuable.
Yeah, that's true. That's true because I do. It's so crazy. When I am shopping, I feel like, you know, they kind of overlooking me as I'm standing in. I do sometimes kind of be like, y'all got any size 11 in here? And they're like, oh yes, we got that. And they start bringing stuff. I was like,
They know. That's a great watch is a conversation piece.
Absolutely.
They might not know who you are, but they look at your wrist and they see a Rolex and they see an AP, they see a Patek. They like, okay, a Vacheron.
A constant. They know you mean something.
Yes. Yeah, they might not know who you are, but we need to give this young man our undivided attention.
Absolutely.
And then they see
That's true.
I
guess that's true. That's true.
I mean,
but I think you could do that with one watch. If you got one good one.
Yeah.
I have too many watches. I don't even want to talk about it. But like, it's like, I got so many things that I could say. Like, what I do tell people is like, man, bro, save your money. Cause I don't care about any of this stuff. I got thousands of tennis shoes that I'll never win. Eventually they'll go bad. Yeah. You know, like they will.
I end up selling just sold like in November, like 313 pair.
You feel me? Like, and it's just shit that you just do.
Yeah.
Right? Having all them cars, they go bad because of the weather conditions. They're sitting outside. Fucking, I go through these different phases. Like one time I went through a phase, I bought every video game system console ever made. Why? And it wasn't like I was buying them, like just buying them used. Like I need them in pristine, brand new condition. So I was spending the top dollar and it's just sitting in the corner, you know? I had a weird obsession with toys at one point, like collectibles, and it's just sitting in a box and it's like in boxes. And it's like, I spent like thousands and thousands. I go so crazy and obsessed. And then like, I never do nothing with this stuff. So I always tell people like, even jewelry. In the beginning of my career, I was spending millions on custom jewelry that like, it's just worth nothing, you know? Or in my case.
It's only worth something to you.
Well, in my case, my house got broken into. It was all taken, right? So it's like, it's just no point. Like, of course, spoil yourself and do good things for yourself and reward yourself, but don't overboard it, you know? Like, do something nice and enjoy it and be like, do something that's gonna make you more money, you know? Because I spent a lot of money on things that it brought me happiness in the moment.
It's a depreciating asset.
Absolutely, right? So like, but it's important to have people around. I say like, when you get into an industry and you start making a name for yourself, surround yourself with people who have been there, you know, so that you can be pointed in certain directions by people who have been down that path before. Because when I came in, I didn't have anyone. Right? When QC first signed me, they were coming from an independent label to just now signing to becoming a major label, Capitol Records. And before me, they had a lot of street artists, right? And so it was kind of like, we were same time coming into like a different level of money, right? Together. So like, I didn't have no one over my shoulder, like, do this with your money, do that with your money, don't buy that, that's dope. Excuse me, don't do that, no. I didn't have it, you know, but I grew up and caught a better understanding. But man, there's so many ways to take that money and make it backflip. For real.
You bought 2 neighbors' lake houses because they were too close to yours.
One.
What?
I bought one and then I bought.
You said, hey, bro, let me get that off.
He was a nice guy. He threw a lot of parties. and he would always have these pool parties and they were loud, and I look out my window and they were always looking over at my house, like looking over in there, and I was like, I hated that.
Because he had done told him, you know who lived next door.
Well, everyone in the neighborhood knew I lived there. It was weird, like, because people would come through on the boats blasting my music on the speakers to see if I'd come outside.
And did you go outside?
Hell no. You know, but it was like, even in the beginning, they used to bring me cookies to like my house before I got security. They cool though. It's just white people being white people.
Yeah, being neighborly, huh? Mm-hmm. Unless you like that couple in Ohio and ask why were you? That's not your house. But we'll talk about that another day. Let me ask you this. Hold on. You spent $100,000 on veneers.
Yeah.
And $1 million on diamond.
Yeah, on the implants. 16 carats. Yeah.
I mean, unless you smile really, really big, you can't see them.
You know what I'm saying? It's just.
The mind says everything. When you go up and talk to somebody, you always smiling and you laughing and you in people's face.
Yeah.
But you can't be the cavity creep now.
Man, no, hell no. But you know what I'm saying? Like, women love it.
They do. Women like a good. Oh, you have a pretty smile.
Women love a good smile, clean nails, smooth skin, and a good scent. That's the key. And I want to say they like a good physique too, but I'm starting to meet women who don't care anymore. Like, I meet women who like chubby boys, or like, because you like what you like, but I think that.
Well, you can be chubby and young. You can't be chubby and old.
That's true.
Well, I mean, I gotta stay in the weight. I ain't gonna lie to you. I gotta stay in the weight room. I'm about to be 57, Yachty. So you know.
And I think it's just accustomed to you probably at this point, right? Like is that not just a part of your resume?
It is, but I know like I'm aging out of a demographic. I'm aging into a demographic that I can't, you know what I'm saying? When I was in my 20s and 30s.
You can fuck around.
Yeah, now slim pickings for you, boy.
That's true. That's true. Especially when you
say, no, you good.
Now when you see, this the thing with people like you, man. Y'all get to a certain age and you still like them young. You like You like the same age girls I like.
Okay, yeah, right.
When you get to a certain age,
I'm getting old, but my eyesight's still young.
Right. Okay, and with that, you got to uphold a certain way, because you can't be old and sloppy.
You get one or the other.
Right.
Young and sloppy or old and in shape.
Exactly. Or you're going to get old and in shape. Women.
Guess no. I guess you got
Exactly. So we could do more more Instagram live experiences.
There you go. See, there you go, y'all.
Exactly.
That was just that was just audio. As Miss Pat said, that was for the visually impaired.
That was for those who do Braille. Yeah, those. I get it. Okay, those who can't see.
I read where your monthly expenses were like $52K a month.
Oh,
you down now?
I'm double.
You double now?
Yeah.
You supposed to be going the other way, Yachty.
No, I'm at 100 now, for sure.
Oh man.
Yeah. Is that more than you?
Hell yeah.
Damn.
What you mean more than way more than me?
Really?
Yes,
Way?
absolutely.
Always? You never was there?
No, I ain't got no brand like that. I ain't had that money poured in like that.
I don't go to sleep till like 8, 9.
In the morning?
Yeah. Studio all night.
Hold on. So you go to bed 8, 9. So how late do you sleep? Till like 5?
No, I sleep till like 12, 1.
Well, I can't say anything because I like that too. I'm only getting 4 or 5 hours of sleep a night.
But how many you need?
I
5?
want to sleep like I did when I was in college. I want to be able to sleep 8, 10 hours. But that was some good old. Man. Do you know what it's like to get a good, like? I don't know if you've ever had surgery. I want to be able to sleep like that one more time.
I don't even know what that's like. That sounds crazy.
Man, you know how you go to sleep and then you just like, they're gonna be like, okay, Mr. Sharp, we gonna start the IV. I'm like, okay. Like, I'm looking around like, hey, I'm getting everybody. The next thing I know, Mr. Sharp, you're in the recovery.
Yeah.
Like, damn.
Oh yeah, now that's how it was when I put the diamonds in my teeth. I remember walking in and then woke up at the hotel. That shit was crazy. And they told me I peed on myself.
Ah, man, come on.
Yeah. She told me I peed on myself, but I had different pants on, so that means the nurse had to see.
Yeah,
I had to see me on.
I don't know, y'all. I'd have just kept that one. I'd have took that to my grave.
They said it was natural though, like, cause when you go down for such a long time, like you, it's just pee. It's just shit. What the fuck? Like niggas,
27 bro, big never wear that.
And niggas pee. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't in my right mind. Niggas pee all the time. It's just they say if you in the desert, if you're in the desert and there's nothing to drink.
You in the hospital room. That wasn't Clay. You wasn't. You wasn't stranded on naked and afraid.
I wasn't, but it happens. You know what I'm saying?
But I'm looking at your class. You, Uzi Berg, 21 Savage.
Yeah.
Do you have a relationship with any of those?
Yeah, it's cool.
Damn.
It's cool. It's cool. I think
you need a homie. I mean, look, I got room for one more homie.
I fuck with all those guys. I mean, I got love for all those guys. Right. You know, like it's cool. I talked to 21 the other day. Talked to Kodak not too long ago too. Right. I haven't spoken to Denzel in a bit, and I haven't talking to Uzi in a minute, but
they're just different. Okay,
we're just grown men living life, but it's no problem. I don't have no beef. I don't have no beef with nobody. I'm at the point where like I'm getting old, bro. Beefing is corny to me. I'm not finna be no old age like like this music, like we doing entertainment. You want to make someone get somebody some good energy, turn them up, cool. I ain't got time to be beefing nobody, bro. It's too much money out here. I'm trying to rub shoulders with billionaires.
That's what I'm trying to do.
And I'm trying to, you feel me?
Whatever money they ain't got, they'll print some more.
Man, I swear, and I'm not trying to block no opportunities based on
beef.
Y'all can go beef, man. I'm trying to. I beef with the IRS.
No, don't beef with them.
I'm losing.
Let me ask you this:
is that a factory set down? You got? Yeah, we know. Yeah, I like those. I have one very similar.
Yeah, I just got the platinum with the baguettes and the diamond with the sapphire.
With the platinum with the blue face or the what
no,
face?
it got the diamond. It got the diamond down.
Oh, you got the diamond down face factory diamonds.
Yeah, with the baguettes.
I don't have that kind of.
You know, don't do that. Don't do. Bro, look at that. Let me get that right there.
No, this is.
That's the pattern. Yeah, I know what that costs.
But this compared to that,
that's a million.
That's a.
I don't want you to get hit over your head and leave it here. But
that's a beautiful watch you got there.
You know, the green. I wanted the green. I wanted something. You know,
I like the rose gold green face.
Yeah.
But that yellow gold is really nice with the diamonds around her face.
But I got the rose gold also.
Oh, the rose gold green
with
face?
the diamond dial.
Oh, with the diamond dial, diamond dial rose gold. Yeah. And you got the paddock too now.
Yeah, I
you
do.
got the paddock with
I
the,
do
with
got a
the,
paddock, you know, got a little paddock, you know, little something.
Yeah, you got a collection on
But
you.
that's what you got.
This
and you got
is-
the big diamond.
Yeah. Oh, this is married to myself.
What is that, about
it's about
15, 20?
16 carats right here.
See?
2 carats all around. Then I got different carats in this one. It's a chunk. You know, big boys right here.
Woo!
Yeah.
What I'm shaped like a football.
6'5", you know what I'm saying? 6'5". So
Now you do realize, like, the woman that you eventually proposed to,
the rock gonna be bigger than mine.
it gotta be.
Yeah, hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Hold on. That's 15.
Yeah.
Plus the 2 round, plus, so you probably sitting on about 20
Well,
total.
right. Nah, this way more than 20. Nah, this 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. So it's 20 around, 16 on top.
Right.
And then you got 6, 6, 5, and you got 16 in my teeth.
So you sitting on down there 40, 50.
Yeah, without no bracelets or necklaces or nothing. Yeah.
Oh man. You know, these little old folks.
No, but
let me cover mine up.
No.
They can't see this right here. After they see that right there, let me cover this up right
I
here.
got an obsession with diamonds, man. I always need to go bigger.
I mean, how do you like? You didn't want no pinky ring. You.
I used to have a pink ring back in the day. I used to have a big diamond on every finger. I thought that got kind of country. And I was like, damn, I told you I'm a guy. So I was like, man, what are men or rappers doing? And I walk around with engagement rings.
Right.
So I did that. Because most men like the Super Bowl type of ring.
Yeah.
I like the engagement
So
style.
you gonna take that out and get that to the?
No, that's cheap. You can't do that. That's cheap. I can't take it off my finger and give it to you. I give it to my daughter one day. Well, I may just wear this as my wedding ring, but I gotta get you your own ring that's special to you, that shows you that I thought about you, and this is for the symbolization of us. One day. I don't know when that'll be. I can't, there's no rush.
Right.
All right, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please check out the other content that we have on this channel. But before you go, I wanted to remind you again not to forget to check out the Black Primacy app. It is the best way to connect with Black-owned businesses near you. They need your support. We need your support. Link in the description.